As the staff developed these recommendations, we relied on deep engagement with our many communities, our staff, their representative organizations, including the superintendent's advisory committees and councils, the San Antonio Alliance, elected officials and local leaders, our families, and our students. Our purpose in this early work was to familiarize the stakeholders with the need for right-sizing and to get their advice on how to do the work well. We wanted to make sure people understood how we got here and where we're heading. As we entered the school year, our focus sharpened. We wanted feedback specifically on the draft decision framework we're planning to use to inform our recommendation. We've kept extensive records of the community's ideas and have incorporated many of them into the recommendations that follow.
Here's a short list of the various venues in which we entered into dialogue with our stakeholders in the past months. 1, as he already mentioned, Dr. Aquino, along with his staff, began forecasting the need for right-sizing at faculty meetings, in discussions with the superintendent's advisory committees, and even in the drafting of the Always Learning Strategic Management Plan. 2, we received feedback through the process of developing the profiles of our thriving students, teachers, classrooms, schools, school leaders, central office, and district. Those profiles, though not directly tied to the right-sizing work, helped inform us about community aspirations for our schools and shaped our vision for high and equitable expectations for our students, their families, and our staff, the San Antonio ISD Familia. 3, as we begin the initiative, we launched a series of design incubators, collaborative workshops conducted by our partners at Upstream Consulting, where we gathered input from stakeholder groups about what the process might involve that served to inform our strategic management plan, including our desired outcomes and the outcomes we planned and strategized to avoid. 4, in the early summer, as the board prepared and passed its resolution, we held community forums to provide a platform for open dialogue and feedback. We've held meetings with the San Antonio Alliance and Our Schools San Antonio to gather their valuable feedback. During this time, we also reached out to neighborhood associations and faith-based organizations. Finally, with the beginning of the school year, we began an extensive series of community meetings focused largely on the draft right-sizing decision framework. When we're done, we will have held 2 meetings each for all 7 of our high school neighborhoods. These meetings were designed to level the playing field between district leaders and community participants, and to systematically gather as much feedback from audiences as possible. Now that we've completed all 14 meetings and have transcribed, analyzed, and summarized all of the data, we've seen the data fall into 9 categories: prioritizing students and families, committing to staff, promising exceptional programs, ensuring equity, planning for our future related to facilities and transportation, anchoring our work in our thriving profiles, incorporating community engagement and involvement, ensuring fidelity to the right-sizing process, and committing to transparent communications. Within these categories, the feedback is diverse, but there are some general themes as well as some recommendations that are specific and targeted to single schools.